fight for TV time?
Chinu, Minu, come here. You have played for a long time now. Why don't you study for some time?
Grandma, we have already studied. There is no homework today.
So, let us watch some programs on TV.
Chinu, leave the remote. It is my turn today.
Minu, this is not correct. You saw the cartoon channel yesterday. Today, it is my turn. I want to watch the sports channel. There is an India-Pakistan cricket match going on.
No, Chinu. Actually, it is my turn. I want to watch the channel on animals. They are showing a serial about honeybees.
No, it is my turn. Chinu and Minu watched TV yesterday. Buzz, you watched it this morning and I have not had a chance. They are showing a program on Ramanujam. I want to watch it.
Ramanujam? Who is he? Your uncle?
Oh, Buzz! You don't know anything. Ramanujam was a mathematical genius from India. Okay, Minu. Please give me the remote.
No, I got to the TV first. So, I will watch what I want to.
What is all this noise, children? You are disturbing our neighbors.
See, Grandma, Minu is not letting me watch TV. There is an important cricket match going on.
No, it is my turn, Grandma.
No, it's mine.
See, even Raja does not want Minu to watch TV.
Okay, children, stop fighting now. Why don't you share the TV watching time equally? There are 4 of you who want to watch TV. So each of you watch for 1/4 of the time.
1/4 of the time? What is that, Grandma? I don't understand what 1/4 is. Please tell me for how many minutes I can watch TV.
Yes, Grandma. Futta is right. If you tell us the exact time each of us can watch TV, there will be no problem. If not, these 3 will confuse me.
Okay, Buzz. I will explain. All I said was to divide the TV watching time equally among the 4 of you. Okay, let me explain clearly now. Minu, please switch off the TV and come here. Okay, children, tell me this now. For how many hours do you watch TV in a day? All of you put together.
We watch TV for 1 hour in a day, Grandma.
Okay, Buzz. Now you tell me. If each of you have to watch TV equally, how long will each of you get?
It will be 15 minutes.
Right, Buzz. Can you tell me how you did it?
Yes, Grandma. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. There are 4 of us. If we have to get an equal share, we have to divide 60 by 4. 60 divided by 4 is equal to 15. So, that is 15 minutes.
Buzz, You are becoming intelligent. You deserve a honey break for this.
Futta, what if the TV watching time was 2 hours? Then, how much time will each of you get?
I can tell you, Grandma. If it is for 1 hour, we get 15 minutes each. If it is for 2 hours, then I will do 15 multiplied by 2 is equal to 30. It would be 30 minutes, Grandma.
Putta, we can do this in another way also. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 2 hours is equal to 60 multiplied by 2, which is 120 minutes. Now we have to divide 120 by 4 to divide TV watching time equally between the 4 of us. So 120 divided by 4 is equal to 30. 30 minutes.
So, children, what you are doing is dividing the time available into 4 parts and taking one part of it, isn't it?
Yes, Grandma. We are dividing the whole by 4 to get one part.
That is exactly what I said too. One part of 4 can be called 1/4.
Grandma, let us say that I don't want to watch TV.
That would be so nice.
Children, don't tease her. That is a good question, Minu. How do we find an answer for this?
Grandma, I know a good answer for this. I will take Minu's share of time and I will watch TV for her.
No, let me tell you how it is done. What you have to do is divide the one part into 3 parts. So, it will be 1/3.
Oh, now we have to divide the whole into 3 parts. That's because only 3, Chinu, Buzz and Futta, want to watch TV.
But Grandma, we want to watch TV for 2 hours. How can we take 2 hours as one?
Buzz, we are not changing 2 hours into 1 hour. Whatever be the number, we are taking it as a whole. I know how to explain it to you. Come with me. Let us take this square as an example. If we have to divide it into 4 equal squares, then we can divide it like this.
I know how to divide a big square into 4 equal parts. But what is this whole?
Oh, Buzz, listen to me quietly. Look carefully. Now, the big square has been divided into 4 small squares, and each of this is just one part of the big square. So, it can be called 1/4.
I know how 1/4 is done.
If we divide it into just 2 parts, it will be called half. Like this. And depending on the number of times it can be divided equally, we can call it half, 1/3, 1/4, etc. Right, Grandma?
Yes, Minu. You are absolutely correct. Buzz, can you tell me this? after we divide the square into 4 and take one part, how many parts are left?
There are 3 parts, Grandma. But how do we call them? Grandma, can we call them as 3/4 part of the square?
Buzz, there are 3 parts here out of the whole of 4. So, it has to be 3 by 4. Right, Grandma?
Very well done, Meenu. You understood exactly what I wanted to say.
I also understood, Grandma.
Children, do you know the time can also be said in the same way?
Same way, like 1 by 4 or 3 by 4. How is that possible? We will get confused if we say time is 1/4 or 3/4. We won't know the time then, Grandma.
Buzz, quiet! You talk too much! You have to first listen to Grandma. She will tell us how to read the time using the same method.
Grandma, please tell us, how can time be called out like this?
Okay, 15 minutes is 1/4 or a quarter of 60, and 30 is half of 60, isn't it?
Yes! Wait, Grandma. Futta, don't say yes so fast. How is it 1 by 4 or 1 by 2?
Buzz, you forgot. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 60 divided by 4 is equal to 15. That is 15 minutes. So, 15 minutes is 1/4 of an hour. We call 1/4 as a quarter also.
In the same way, 60 divided by 2 is equal to 30. 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is half of an hour. We call 1/2 as half also.
Now I know. You have to be this slow and not say yes very fast. Now you tell us, Grandma. I will understand better.
So, if the time is 10:15, we can say it is 10:15. And if it is 9:30, we can call it 9:30.
Ooh, this is so nice. I like the way it sounds. 11:15, 1:30, 3:15, 7:30.
So, Buzz, tell me, how will you say 8:45?
I will call it 8:75.
Hey Buzz, you are getting smart. Tell me how you did it.
You see, 60 divided by 4 is equal to 15. So 1/4 of 60 is 15. To get 45, we have to multiply 15 by 3. 15 multiplied by 3 is equal to 45. 1/4 is 15, so 45 is 3/4. That is why I said 3/4.
That's good, Buzz. But that's not the way we say it normally. 8:45 is called 9:15.
Quarter to 9? But how?
It is simple, Buzz. See, the time is 8:45. It will take 15 minutes to become 9 o'clock. 15 minutes is a quarter. So, we say 8:45 as quarter to 9 also. Oh, I like this too, Grandma. Quarter to 8, quarter to 9, quarter to 11.
Do you all know who is the smartest here?
Me.
Me.
It is actually our dear Grandma. She has taught us new things today and has also made us switch the TV off.
Grandma,
Grandma.
Grandma, this is so much fun. Better than watching TV too. Can you tell us more, please?
Sure, Minu. Learning new things is so much fun.
Yes, Grandma. Learning new things is great fun. But can we see what we have learned today in other things around us also?
Of course you can. Can you tell me where else you can see this 1/4, 1/3 or half?
I can only see the clock. Where else can we see 1/4, half, or 1/3?
Grandma, I can think of one thing. Our national flag.
Our national flag? I know the colors of our flag. There is saffron, white and green. There is a blue chakra also in the middle.
That is a good example, Minu. Now, who can tell me how much place does each of those colors occupy in the whole of the flag?
All the three colors occupy 1/3 of the total place in the flag.
You are not fully correct, Minu. The blue chakra is in the center of the white portion.
Oh, I know. The blue chakra takes away a little portion of the white color. So the white portion must occupy slightly less than 1/3. But the saffron and green color occupy 1/3 each.
You are right, Chinu.
Chinu, let us draw our flag.
Minu, I like to color. Can I also color the flag?
Yes, Buzz, you can. First go and get our color pencils. Let us make a nice flag. Friends, will you also make our national flag with us?
This is a nice looking flag. Children, you have made a very good flag.
Grandma, just look at our umbrella there. It has so many colors. I think we can see 1/3, half, 1/4 in that also. Let me go get it.
Let me count the number of colors in the umbrella.
Let me tell you the colors. Blue, red, yellow, green, orange and pink. But each color comes twice.
Yes, Buzz. There are 6 colors and there are 12 parts.
That's right, Futta. Let us see how many parts of the whole umbrella each color occupies.
It is very easy, Meenu. There are 12 parts in all in the umbrella. So, each color occupies 1/12 of the whole umbrella.
Oh, Buzz, you are wrong again. Look at the umbrella carefully. Each color comes twice on the umbrella. There are 12 parts in the umbrella. So each color occupies 2/12 of the umbrella. We can also call it 1/6 of the total. Right, Grandma?
Yes, Chinu, you are correct.
Oh, Chinu, you are confusing me. How can 2/12 become 1/6? How can 2/12 be equal to 1/6?
Buzz, it is very simple. We can write 1/2 as 2/4 or 3/6 or 4/8 and so on.
We can write 1/2 is equal to 2/4. 1/2 is equal to 3/6. 1/2 is equal to 4/8. But how? Why, Meenu?
I will tell you, Buzz. Just watch this picture. I have drawn some circles. See, 2 is half of 4, 3 is half of 6, and so on. That is why they all can be said as 1/2.
Oh, now I know. Does that mean I can write 1/3 as 2/6 or 3/9?
That's right, Buzz. You can write them like that.
Grandma, I can give you one more example from things we see around us. Don't we use the same method to talk about 25 paise, 50 paise and 75 paise? We also call them quarter, half and 3/4.
Yes, Chinu, you are right. Each rupee has 100 paise. 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25. 25 paise. So, 25 paise is 1/4 of a rupee.
I know, Grandma. 100 divided by 2 is equal to 50. 50 paise. So, 50 paise will be half a rupee. Now for 75 paise. 1/4 is 25 paise. 25 into 3 is equal to 75. So, it is 3 times 1/4. So, 3/4. So, 75 paise will be 3/4 of a rupee.
Grandma, I can give one more example. We can also say weights and lengths in this method.
How is that possible?
That is because 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. 1000 divided by 4 is equal to 250. 250 grams. So 250 grams can be called 1/4 kg or quarter kg.
I know, Meenu. Like that. 500 grams will be half a kilo. 750 grams will be 3/4 kilo.
Right, Buzz. Now I will tell for distances. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1000 divided by 4 is equal to 250. 250 meters. So 250 meters can be called 1/4 kilometer or quarter kilometer. Like that, 500 meters can be called half a kilometer.
This is so confusing. Why don't you people just stick to one method of describing everything?
Okay, Buzz. For being such a good boy, if I give 100 chocolates,
I will eat all of them.
listen to me fully. You have given 1/10 to Futta, 2/5 to Chinu, and half to Meenu. How many will you have left for yourself?
I don't think I will have anything left for me. Grandma, I think you are cheating me. Anyway, let me think. Why don't you all also think? 1/10 to Futta, 2/5 to Chinu, half to Meenu.
Buzz, think fast!
Okay, half is easy. I have to give half to Meenu, 100 chocolates. So, 100 divided by 2 is equal to 50. That is 50 chocolates.
Yeah, this is great. You will give me 50 chocolates, Buzz. That is fun.
Only if Grandma gives me 100 chocolates, Meenu. Now, I have to give 1/10 to Futta. 100 chocolates, 1/10 of 100. So 100 divided by 10 is equal to 10. That would be 10 chocolates to Futta.
I am happy with 10 chocolates, Buzz.
Now I have to give 2/5 to Chinu. How to do that?
Let me do it for you, Buzz. 2/5 of 100, that is 2 upon 5 into 100. First, let me do 100 into 2, which is equal to 200. Now I will do 200 divided by 5, which is equal to 40. 40 chocolates for me, 10 less than Meenu, no problem.
Oh, that's how you do 2/5. Now, let me see how many chocolates I will have. I gave 50 to Meenu, 40 to Chinu, and 10 to Futta. Let me add now. 50 plus 40 plus 10 is equal to 100. Oh, all 100 chocolates are gone. 100 chocolates gone. So I will have 0 chocolates. Grandma, I will have no chocolates left for me.
That was just for fun, Buzz. We have only been reducing whole numbers into parts till now. Why don't we do it in reverse now?
Reverse? What's that?
Children, imagine that there is a farm. This is 1/5 of the number of trees in that farm. Can you complete the farm?
Look here, Grandma. We have completed the farm. The farm has 5 trees.
Well done, children. Let's try some more like this. Look, I have drawn a petal of a flower. It is only 1/4 of the flower. Can you complete the flower for me?
Yes, Grandma. Look, we have drawn it.
That's right. Putter, take this biscuit, but you have to give 1/4 each to Buzz and Chinu. You have to give 2/4 to Minu. You can eat the rest. How much will you give them?
If I give 1/4 each to Chinu and Buzz, it makes 2/4 of the whole biscuit. Now, I have to give another 2/4 to Minu. That means I would have nothing left. The biscuit is finished, Grandma.
Futta, it is your turn to be left with nothing.
That was well done, Putter. Don't worry, I will give you more biscuits.
Friends, we have learnt about whole and parts today. Wasn't that lots of fun? You can also try and play games like us with your friends.
You can try doing this. Divide your day's activities like sleeping, studying, eating, and playing into hours. See how many parts of the whole are you spending in each activity. You know something? Buzz spends more than half of his day drinking honey.
The other half I am going to spend troubling you, Chinu.
Friends, let us do some exercises now. It's lots of fun. But please take your notebook also and do them with us. You can write the answers in your notebook. Let us help Buzz divide each of the squares into 2 equal parts. You should use different ways to divide for each square. Red square, yellow square,
blue square, how much is each part of the square to the whole square? Half. Is yellow square bigger than the red square? Yes. Is half of the yellow square bigger than half of the red square? Yes. Friends, will you help Futta divide each of these rectangles into 6 equal parts? You should use different ways for each rectangle. Green rectangle, yellow rectangle, pink rectangle, how much is each part of the rectangle to the whole? One by 6 or 1/6. Is the green rectangle bigger than the pink rectangle? No. Is 1/6 of the pink rectangle bigger than 1/6 of the yellow rectangle? Yes. Let us help Buzz to divide the square. Watch the square carefully. Will you divide the orange part of the square into 2 equal parts? Will you now help Buzz to divide the orange part of the square into 3 equal parts? Watch this square now. Can you divide it into 7 equal parts? Butterfly found this grid in a garden. Will you watch the grid carefully and answer the questions to help Butterfly? How much portion of the grid is colored orange and how much portion is white? Half is orange and half is white. Is the grid colored 8/16 orange and 8/16 white? Yes. 8/16 orange and 8/16 white. Can you say 2/4 is orange and 2/4 is white? Yes. Can you say 2/8 is orange and 2/8 is white? No. Can you say 4/8 is orange and 4/8 is white? Yes. Please watch another grid carefully and will you help Butterfly again? How much portion of the grid is colored yellow? How much portion is colored blue? And how much is red?
4 by 16 is yellow. Eight by 16 is blue. And 4 by 16 is red. Can you say 1/4 of the whole square is colored yellow? Yes. How many squares out of the whole are colored red? One-fourth. How many squares of the whole are colored blue? Half. Can you say 2/4 of the whole is blue colored squares? Yes. Which two colored squares are equal parts of the whole? Yellow and red squares. Both are 4 by 16 or 1 by 4 of the whole. Sita auntie divided her garden into 9 equal parts and grew colorful flowers in them. Can you look at her garden and help us with the correct answers? Orange flowers, red flowers, blue flowers, yellow flowers, pink flowers. Which color flowers does Sita auntie have more? Yellow. How many parts of the whole garden are yellow flowers? Three by 9 or 1 by 3. How many parts of the whole garden have red flowers? Two by 9. How many parts of the garden have pink flowers? One by 9. How many parts of the garden have blue flowers? Two by 9. How many parts of the garden have orange flowers? One by 9. Shall we help Bird match now?
1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8, 5 by 10. So, 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8, 5 by 10. Shall we help Parrot fill in the blanks now? This square is divided into equal parts. Out of 2 equal parts, part is colored yellow. Two, 1. This square is divided into 2 equal parts. Out of 2 equal parts, 1 part is colored yellow. This square is divided into 4 equal parts. Out of 4 equal parts, parts are colored yellow. Two, this square is divided into 4 equal parts. Out of 4 equal parts, 2 parts are colored yellow. This square is divided into equal parts. Out of 6 equal parts, parts are colored yellow. Six, 3. This square is divided into 6 equal parts. Out of 6 equal parts, 3 parts are colored yellow. This square is divided into equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, parts are colored yellow. Eight, 4. This square is divided into 8 equal parts. Out of 8 equal parts, 4 parts are colored yellow. Now let us watch this rectangle carefully. You have to help Buzz with the correct answers. How many halves will make a full? Two. How many 1 by 4 will make a half? Two. How many 1 by 8 will make a 1 by 4? Two. How many 1 by 8 will make a 2 by 4? Four. How many 1 by 8 will make a 1 by 2? Four. Shall we help Buzz complete a whole from a part? 1/5 of a petal. Whole petal. 1/3 of the blades of a fan. A whole fan. 1 by 2 of the legs of a spider. All 8 legs. Bird does not know about money. Will you help Bird pick up the correct answer? 50 paise coins will make 1 rupee. Two 50 paise coins will make 1 rupee. So 50 paise is part of 1 rupee? 1/2. So 50 paise is 1/2 part of 1 rupee. 25 paise coins will make up 1 rupee. For 25 paise coins will make up 1 rupee. So 25 paise is part of 1 rupee. One by 4. So 25 paise is 1/4 part of 1 rupee. How many 20 paise will make 1 rupee? Five. So 20 paise is part of 1 rupee. One by 5. So 20 paise is 1/5 part of 1 rupee. ₹1 notes will make 4 rupees. Four ₹1 notes will make 4 rupees. So 1 rupee is part of 4 rupees. One by 4. So 1 rupee is 1/4 part of 4 rupees. How many 10 paise will make 1 rupee? Ten. So 10 paise is part of 1 rupee. One by 10. So 10 paise is 1/10 part of 1 rupee. Watch this rectangle carefully. It is divided into 24 parts. Each part means 1 hour a day. Let us help Bert find out what Chinu does every day. Chinu sleeps for 8 hours in a day. Eight by 24 hours. Chinu sleeps for 8 by 24 hours or 1/3 of a day. Chinu is in school from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. By 24 hours. So Chinu is in school for 6 hours. Chinu is in school for 6 by 24 hours or 1 by 4 of a day. Chinu plays for 3 hours in a day. Three by 24 hours. So Chinu plays for 3 by 24 hours or 1/8 of a day. Chinu studies for 4 hours a day. Four by 24 hours. So Chinu studies for 4 by 24 hours or 1/6 of a day. How many hours are left for other activities? How many parts of the day that Chinu uses for them? Let us find the answers for these questions. Meenu has to walk 1.5 kilometers to go to her school. How much distance does Meenu have to walk to go to school and come back home? One and a half plus 1.5 is equal to 3. It is 7:45 now. Chinu's school bell will ring in half an hour. What time will the school bell ring? Half an hour is equal to 30 minutes. 8:15. Chinu's school starts at 8:15. The break is 2.5 hours from then. What time is the break? (10:45). Chinu's school break starts at 10:45. The break is for 3 by 4 hours and then classes will start again. What time will classes start again? 3 by 4 hours is equal to 45 minutes. 11:30. Chinu's school starts at 8:15. He is in school for 6.5 hours. What time does his school get over? 2:45.